is Lee, and I would like to walk you through a C# example that I've written here. Um, I actually just got through making a video of me writing this and explaining it all the way through, but when I went to save the video, it failed and would not work. So I will just go ahead and walk you through it. What this example does, it's just a custom list box. It's drawn based on a specific set of criteria, in this case, I'm just using a class that's called animal. These are just properties and variables. Has fur, has whiskers. I just use this because it's easy for people to understand. Number of legs. Okay. So, what I've done here is I've overridden the onPaint, the onDrawItem methods, and onMouseMove and onMouseDown. And these two just invalidate the list box so it redraws itself. I've also made it where the style for optimized double buffer, all painting, and WMPaint, and user paint is set to true. Those styles are set to true. The optimized double buffer is obviously so it doesn't flicker. The all painting and WMPaint is so it paints when the window message is sent, and the user paint is so we can paint it ourselves. Okay, so I have set a few of these properties for the list box itself, and I've inherited list box here. Okay, so I've set the draw mode to owner draw variable, and owner draw fixed and owner draw variable are pretty much the same, except for with owner draw variable, the heights of the items can be different. With owner draw fixed, it's a set height. There's no difference. Okay, so in the onPaint method, we're looping through all of them, all the items in the list. Okay, so here I'm getting the item rectangle, and I'm checking to see if it intersects with the clip rectangle, which is part of the paint event args. It just tells what part of the control wants to be repainted. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm just checking to see if it intersects with the item itself. If the item is inside, or any part of the item is inside the clip rectangle that needs to be repainted, we're going to go ahead and repaint it, or just redraw it. Okay, so the next part is we're checking to see if the selected indices contains the index that we're working with, which is I. If the selected indices contain these items, then that item is selected. Okay, so I've created a draw item event args variable, and I've passed it the selected state, so that way it knows that item is selected. If it's not selected, we send it none, no state at all. Just draw it normally. Okay, and since we're working with the animal class, I know I'm going through this pretty fast, but I only have 10 minutes, so what are you going to do? Anyway, we're working with the animal class, and what I'm doing here is I'm checking to see if it is the same type, if it is animal. So if it's not, the else, it's probably just a string, so we'll just paint it as one. We'll just paint the item to string using the text renderer, which is a lot more efficient, and it looks better than if you use e.draw string, I think, or graphics.drawstring rather. Okay, so we've discussed if it's not. Now, if it is an animal, we'll create a variable for holding it and then cast the item itself to an animal. So we have this a variable, which we can access the items for, or the properties, the members. Pardon me. Okay, and these are just a few variables that we can use to change how it's drawn, right? So I've created a forecolor and a backcolor and an item image. And these are some messed up colors, but there's no point in making it look neat in this. You can do your own colors or whatever you need to do to make it look how you want it. But I just used random colors. If A dot has fur, we set a different color. And then if it has whiskers, then we set a different color. And then the number of legs, we changed the icon itself, the image that it's drawing, and the colors. And then if it's selected, we use something different. We set the image to null, and I suppose I should dispose of it, since we're setting it here automatically. Alright, so here I'm filling the rectangle itself, the bounds that the draw item event args has, which was the item rect down here. This item rectangle represents the rectangle of the item that we're specifically drawing right now. And then what I'm using is I'm using a solid brush for the back color, and then filling that rectangle with that brush, and then disposing the brush. Okay, so we do that first, so it paints the background, and then we can draw on top of that. The first thing we're doing is drawing the image. We check to see if it's null, obviously, and then draw it. And then we draw it based on, like the left, which should be 0, the top, which is the start of that specific item height, and item height. And what this item height is the height of each item. And we'll just make it the same height and width. It's just drawing the image with the same width as the height. That way it's square. Okay. So now that we have the image drawn, we want to draw the text. And the text is the animal name. In this case, you'll use something different, I'm sure, but we're using the text renderer again to draw the text, and the font that we've passed to the draw item event args. Okay, but now we've created I've created a new rectangle, and we're starting out on the left, adding the item height, and then 2. We'll add 2 to the item height to make sure that we're not overlapping with the image we drew before. Okay, so we use the same top, the same Y, so it's drawing inside the item rectangle, right? this case, since we've moved the left of it, we're going to subtract that width from the entire width of the item, which should be the width of the list box. Alright, and then we'll just use item height for the height of the item. We'll draw it with the 4-color that we specified above, and then for text format flags, we want to use vertical center and left, so it draws it to the left. Sorry about that, it's my phone going off. But we draw it to the left, so it's so they're all lined up. But I'll go ahead and run it and you can see what it does here. And like I said, I just used random colors, but you can see that it changes the color whenever the item is selected and all that stuff. I've added I've added a few items to the list box here. Cat, snake, deer. Obviously the number of legs are different, and you know you can add more to it. Some humans do, but we'll just go false. Some humans have whiskers, so we'll just go true on this one. The number of legs equals 2. We only have 2 legs. We'll add it to the list and then but yeah, I mean, it works out pretty good. It's a good start. You can edit whatever you need to do and create your own classes and all that. But yeah, I mean, I will go ahead and put a link to this project in the comment box or whatever you want to call it, where I can put links and whatnot. I'll put a link to it there and you can check it out. And if you have any questions or anything, you can message me on YouTube. I'm assuming. I don't use YouTube for that often, but I'm assuming you can. We'll be glad to answer your questions, and yeah, I hope you have learned something from this. I know I rushed through it, but I had to get through it pretty quick. And yeah, anyway, thanks for watching.